weekly Dama news. Great way to start it off with some technical issues, but thanks for joining me. This is the place where I round up the things that I've seen within the Kendama community here on Instagram mostly, but hey, in some other platforms as well. But here we are, another week, the end of October. Hey, so Halloween's around the corner. Maybe you're partying right now. Maybe you have something set up for today, or yesterday you did something. Who knows? In Tokyo, the big shit is to go to Shibuya, dress up, and just walk around, which is really odd. I think I've never been personally, but it seems like there's people just walking around. You can find a bunch of people on Twitch right now, or even just YouTube live streaming the ridiculousness that goes on. And even more ridiculousness, condolences, hearts go out to the people in South Korea, because if you guys didn't hear, there was such crowds of Halloween goers that something like 150 people died. Ridiculous. Again, great way to start the news, MJ. It's not even Dama related, but, hey, just, it's related within the holiday season of Halloween right now. In Asia, Halloween isn't widely known, isn't really celebrated so much, especially for the youngins. So it's celebrated in a weird kind of wacky way. Different, just different. But in any case, here we are. What's up? Mornings, everyone. Hopefully you're having a good one. Yes. New setup. I used to use this guy to do the live streams. I could hook up my mics to it and stuff, and hey, it decided that it doesn't want to do live streaming right now, so using an alternative device. So hopefully the audio is all right. We'll see what happens when I'm cutting it all up and putting it on YouTube and whatnot. But any case, let's just roll right into it. Yeah, so since it is Halloween, right, Kat? Some people have been creating some different types of kendamas that are related to the Halloween season, and we've seen from Active, the Liho glow-in-the-dark kind of mod. Occult has been releasing, or has finished releasing, all of their interesting Spectraply themed around horror movies and whatnot. And hey, following up with them is Sweet's Kendamas, bringing a little spooky flair, Frankenstein Jr., possibly, with stained Kens. Bringing back the stained Kens, not ATAC, but as well as bringing back this single, very wide stripe that they did in the past, amped shape. Pretty interesting stuff. They said it was a rare amount, not rare, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Not a large amount quantity-wise for how many kendamas went out, but it's really cool to see the stained Kens kind of make their way back into the scene, because there was a few that I enjoyed in the past. They released a set of Natty Kens back in the day, and it was always so cool to see the Natty Kens. I got one up, actually I have two, when they were getting rid of their F3s, stained Kens, stopping that whole series, not just of the F3s, but of the stained Kens. And it is not something you see too many companies do. Chrome here and there will do it, as well as 365 just recently did a full stained Ken, right? It looked actually almost not stained. It looked like painted. I'm not positive, but the whole thing had a very, very dark covering to it. Now, if you ever seen a stained Ken, or even on these pictures, go to the Sweets website, you're looking at these stained Kens, there's still a light hue to them, I guess. You can see a little bit through the color into the grain, which has a cool effect, but still, not so many colored Kens. Dark Ken is kind of hard to play, actually. That's why I, applaud 365, what the hell was that? With their attempt of making a black Ken where they, painted the spike red, as well as the base cup. So possibly it would give you a better idea of what's flipping where, especially when it's getting darker out, because we all know we need really good lighting to play kendama. I guess that's why we find many kendama clips in the kitchen, because there's a lot of good lighting in the kitchen. Any case, Sweets Kendama's got some Halloween goods out there. And who knows when they're going to be gone? Who knows if they're gone already? I actually didn't technically check the site myself. But if you're interested in it, hey, old school kind of vibes on this, on a new shape and new paint. All right. What else we got? Hey, I forgot to say, hey, as usual, we got Q&A happening. So if you are having a question, any concerns, what's happening within the Kendama realm, questions, I might be able to answer them. So use the little question tool down there and let me know. I'll be answering them at the end of this one. Any case, bam, bam. Okay, yeah. Any other Halloween stuff? Yes, there is another Halloween shit. Oh, man, you guys. More OG stuff, right? More throwbacks to the old style, not old, years ago styles of Kendamas. You got the OG perp coming in. Again, Green Theory, doing it to your wallets. Just having their way with your wallets. Third week in a row, releasing Spectraplies of the Ben and Tio mods. Pretty intense. When you thought you got the right one, OG Perp comes out. This is one, the OG Perp from the beginning was one, I think, very, very popular. Highly seeked. A lot of people want. I personally also wanted one. Never got one back in the day because the drops were just so quick. And here it is really interesting to see the pacing. You know how they made all of these. You know what's next, GT. What is hiding behind next week's door of another Spectraply? What else could they release? They've released the full coffee series that they have, and now here's a new one. If you looking at just the coffee series, it seemed like that would be a good to kind of round it out. Like, these are the versions we're going to release now. Bam, here they are. 3 different versions, as well as different Tama options. And in the OG Perp, you have that kind of San Tama, but 50-50, and the top half correlates with the color of the Spectraply. Here you got a Perp one. It seems so cool, but possibly connected. Hey, throwing it to Dave Mateo. He passed away in October. And love the color purple. Something connected there. Who knows? Maybe just shout out, pouring one out. Perp, OG Perp, out. Not out yet. What was it? Today? No, tomorrow for you guys. The 31st, October. 4:20 p.m. Smoke weed, and it's just ridiculous. I think. Come on, GT, having their way with our wallets. There you have it. There's also okay. So that's that. Over to, hey, another parallel kind of connected to GT. There's 2 pretty much company owners of GT. One is Jake Weens, and the other one is Matt Rice. Blading buddies from back in the day. Ken Garden crew. What was it? Dominauts? Yeah. Was their old school get-together, I guess group name. Last week, 2 weeks ago maybe, I was talking about the Jijan mods from Deal With It, and they have really, really dope mods that have just released for her. Possibly, maybe like the 5th iteration of her, or I guess the 5th version of her artist mod on Deal With It. And just in time for the holidays, I guess so, because you never know when the sale's going to pop up. Usually when a holiday happens. Most of the companies, I believe, have some sales right now, but I thought this was interesting because I was just talking about it last time. 20% Halloween sale over at Deal With It. Use code OCT October 31st, 31. Oct 31. At checkout for 20% off. And get them, Alyssa mods are still there. Real dope artistic stuff. Oh, man, the coffin mods. are in there. Purple heart all over it. In the Dama, in the Ken, Sarada, the whole thing. Crosses, yes, it's a cross. It's kind of dope. Inverted metal. Then, oh, come on, you got the Rumina also mods. Now, Rumina's, can't wait to see her throw down at Catch and Flow. She is such a top tier player in the game and lives far away from Tokyo, so you don't really see her at any events and stuff. Also still I believe she's finished high school, so I guess possibly has more time to put more effort into her Kendama playing. Of course, she's got some dope stuff happening. She's in the Honey 8 Laundry. Is that what it is? Yeah. Which kind of has been a little slow moving, back in March, they announced that they are becoming a team, an all-girl team, woman team, and it was a group of really, really dope players, again, from all over the place, not thrown down as hard as the high receipts, but still a dope team with a lot of great players, and wishing that they would be doing a little more, just to see more content, just to see them just jamming out more. Who knows what lies as like a wall for them to create more content? If it's like filming, time, editing, there's so many factors that go into creating content for everyone to enjoy. Who knows? Maybe they're working on something we don't know about it. How dope would it be to have like a WKT all-girl Japan version, kind of, I don't know about everyone else, but I always loved the banter, like the B-roll kind of side, seeing the characters, the personalities of the players, how they interact with each other. Like, that was always like one of the coolest things about any edit that comes out, and you see any of that. I really, really take to that and really enjoy it. But I'm not saying that there is anything, because I really don't know. But I hope, I wish, that's all we could do. But hey, 20% off your Deal With It goods. Rollerblades, they got like 3 sets of wheels that you can go check out. Okay, we're gonna leave the sad stuff for last. Again, throwback, I think, just to last week. I was talking about how the Nerge and Hive Kendama has been releasing really dope. How would you say? What was I was thinking of it before, like yearbook. Let's all get together and reminisce about how awesome our 4 years of high school were together and cry, but just of like a weekend event. Putting pictures up on this little video, a little reel up on the IG, and adding more activity to Hive Kendama, because I haven't seen what they've been brewing up, what they've been, I don't know what kind of pollen they've been collecting to create something. I'm trying to make a stupid joke right there. But still, videos are coming out and pictures, and it's funny because the Nerge says specifically, he says, "Y'all have no idea how many photos I shot at NACO. It's almost November and I'm still posting." And it's so cool. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, is this one that I saw already? Because there was like 2 that I saw, I think. And here's a new one. Really cool to see. And I almost feel like this would be like such a cool thing that a lot of anyone who has a camera, who is out taking pictures, create something like this, spread them out so it stays alive. I have seen other, like, I forgot who took pictures, but someone was at NACO taking pictures of so many people and like super close up. There was like a really hardcore fisheye lens that they had on, so they were like right on them, and they look like a little deformed, the body, of course, fisheye from the top. Really cool, but having that like stretched out so you get multiple shots, not everything in one bang, you gotta take your time so it lasts. I mean, that's just how I am, I'm definitely not one to, I don't do it. That's why I don't even know what the word for it is. binge watch. I never binge watched it. I was super late into the game of, like, years late of The Walking Dead, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna watch like one episode. What was it? I think I watched one episode a week or 2 episodes a week. That's what I was. 2 episodes a week. I would never watch more than that. And I was with my wife, and she's like, "Oh my god, let's watch the new one." I'm like, "Nope. That was a ridiculous episode. We need time to like inhale that shit and appreciate it." There's so many different things. So for me, yeah, I really would love having shit like spread out, and have like a finish and close. Like when the Crom did the Euro Tour vid, it was so amazing how they made like a little Vice series out of it or some shit, and you had a few days to enjoy, watch that like video, really take it in, watch it however many times, look for Easter eggs. I don't know if there were any. And then at the end they just released like the full movie version where it's just front to back, so you could just enjoy that if you wanted to. Really, really dope stuff, and is so cool to see the Hive and the Nerge putting these pictures out. I hope Adrian's here. You got pictures? Anyone who's going out taking pictures, like a shitload of pictures, into photography, going to events, doing this stuff is so awesome. Maybe there's something that I'm just missing, because you know, if you don't follow, in this case, if you don't follow Nerds, if you don't follow Hive Kendama, you wouldn't be seeing these. I believe they hashtag, there you go, a bunch of hashtags. Kendama's in there as well. So if you follow the hashtag Kendama, maybe there's another one. There's another hashtag that I should be looking at. Is there like Kendama photography? I see film community. I see shoot with film. There's no Kendama film. There isn't. We need to make a hashtag possibly that we can all check out for everyone to just, you know, anyone who's down with taking pictures, hashtag, I don't know, Kendama photography? Straight, easy to remember, and then put those up and we can all follow that shit, and we could see when events drop, happen, you know, international. That would be so dope if we could all have this place to go see different pictures, the vibe of what it was like, as well as like, these pictures are so dope. Probably because they're film, you know, there's a different feel to it, and Nerds is just dope at taking pictures. So that's that. That's another one right there. That's another one. All right. Bam. Hey, we got some. Yeah. Yes. As well as, hey, we got a few new additions. Few new additions to the group right now, watching the live stream. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. If you got a question, use that little tool down at the bar. Down there. The question shit. And I'll be answering them at the end of the video. At the end of this episode. It is a video, but it's an episode too. Hey, what do you guys know about iFlow Kendamas? It's not like iPhone Kendamas, it's an iFlow Kendama. As in I-E-Y-E. Out of Australia. I forgot. There's a few Australians and communities that I've heard over there who have a difficult time bringing Kendamas. I guess they just have to be paying a lot for shipping. I don't know if there's like another fee that they have to pay once they get there. But I remember hearing that it was, you know, kind of a tough thing. Same with, you know, North America. All the Canadian homies say that they're part of how much more money it is to get a Kendama to Canada because of shipping. So maybe it's the same thing. So, hey, you know, people start trying to make Kendama companies within that country. And here, iFlow Kendamas started, I remember, as, and even if you look at their content, 91 posts, doesn't say when they started, Sydney, Australia. There's just a lot of like a community kind of based account where they have a team or a group of people within their close community, probably get, Sydney again, showing events, pictures, different products that they have. So they're a retailer, But hey, now they're creating their own kendamas and letting everyone have a bit of the pie, of that kendama pie, that maple, think of another stupid joke, pie. And so go check it out. Spread the kendama love. This is what it looks like. You know, there's a little Sulab action going down there. But again, you know, who can take copyright over lines and colors? No, not really. But they're coming out, you know. Lemons, limes. I forgot that reminded me of maybe like an analog-ish kind of. I'm not saying they're copying. I'm just saying like what strikes me, because you know there's not so many kendama companies out there. So when you see something that hits similarities at certain points, vectors, you know, possibly it's a design mind where you're just looking at those things and noticing them. But hey, there you go. iFlow kendamas. The USB 5? No? Got most of them. Alright, going back stateside. Scarce kendamas, San Jose, California. Hand-dyed scarce string packs. Cool amount of colors. That's what they look like. I feel, yeah, there you go. You got some perps, you got some pinks. This one just, oh shit. That one just reminds me of Trix yogurt. Is that still a thing? I remember when I was growing up, Trix yogurt. It was so good. Hey, McDonald's? This one's my favorite right here. This kind of like gray, green, mossy-ish to grays and whites. Yeah. Perp it out. And then into the packs. Scares had a little, unboxing of this after this post, so you can go check that out. I mean, they're called fades, but it kind of, I guess, they're hand done. And depending on your string, if you have a solid color and you're just dipping a string into some paint, if the string isn't really absorbent, it's not going to really like pull and go into the rest of the string so well. So if you look at these, they pretty much look like half and halves. You know, they look like 50-50s. Here, there's not much white on there. Here, okay, it just goes from dark purple, bam, over to white really quickly. So I don't know if I would call these personally fades. If you're looking for a fade, you know, the Adrian strings, I feel they look more like fades if you look at the posts. Let's see. Gonna be looking it up right now, just to compare. Am I wrong? I don't think so. Look at that. That seems fade. That seems real fade. Solid red as it gets darker into the black. Now, as well as, you know, Adrian's strings are super long, so maybe that helps out. Not sure exactly what the process is. Are there 3 different paints that they have? Or what the hell? Hold on. Must have been, hold on. How much of the dyeing happens? How much of the dyeing happens? So if you have a string, in this case, you know, red, black, the whole thing is gotta be white? Is the whole thing red? Adrian, you still here? Is it a full white string and you're painting the whole shit? Or not at all. Rylan, don't worry. Or is it a red string and he paints it black? Because you can't go from black to a lighter color. So that won't work. Is my mind the only one that's flipping out right now? Is it a full white string that is fully painted? Or is it a red string? No. Yeah, red painted into black. That's the other option. Adrian, where are you? Jump on right now. Show me the process. So, going over to scarce, of course, you know, it's super cool because more strings, why not? I like strings. And their fade little air quotes in there. It doesn't look so much fade-ish. Possibly they need to can do more work to create. There is a fade, like it's in a small, like however many 1 centimeter of fade, where it would be cool to have like a full on like a fade throughout the strings instead of here, which is like a half. It's a 50-50. 50-50. He was here. He knew what I was going to talk about. He's like, oh shit, I gotta hide that. I'm going to dip out. Adrian was here. Now he's gone. Ah, okay. And okay, no. So there you go. Strings from Scarce, making new stuff. Really cool little Easter egg behind the packaging of it. That was a cool little effect addition. Effect. And then on to the sad news, guys. Sad stuff's happening. In Europe, shit's gone down. I don't know why. Kendama, France, and the Origins are closing shop. Kendama, France, there's a lot more information of, I guess, just words, really stating that we're closing our doors. Merci. France, Kendama. Now, if you're not living in Europe, me too, we probably don't know what kind of impact they had on the community. But if you go to read Tio's post about it, you can see, or it was just a story. Tio, you just posted it as a story? Post it as a post. So we can all look into that, because he explained how that was his, like, coming up through Kendama, where he met Kendama France dudes, and they were the ones that were like, hey, GT's coming here for an event. Oh, they're doing this Japan Expo thing. You should go. And kind of like connected, or he took on that opportunity and was able to connect with GT. And from then on, became a player for GT. And so he just gives his big thanks to it. And that was like a really good story to hear. I really enjoyed it. But it's sad to see. First of all, it's dope to see all the different logos that they created. I didn't know that they had so many. Really cool. And sad to see, it starts off all French, but you scroll down and there's the Brit flag up there, and you can read it all in English. Should I read it out for everyone? Be like a audiobook. As you know, every end is also a new beginning. Oh shit! I can just stop reading right there. So they're not totally finished. There's going to be something new happening on the horizons, but we are not sure exactly of what it is. Continuing on, it is with great emotion that we officially announce that the whole Kendama France team will leave the project to pursue new horizons. What are those? A page is turning for us, but maybe not for Kendama France. Wait a second. Would you like the project to continue? It continues? Do not hesitate to contact us! ! So, the team, people involved, creators, the OGs of this group, this band, are leaving the band. So they're like, hey, if you want this band to continue, you still really like the songs that we made in the past, let us know. And I guess we'll give you the name of the band and the songs so you can keep it going. Kendama France. Indeed, since 2015, we have built a solid community. 2015. You are the ones who make Kendama what it is in France and all over the world. And that's what makes us the proudest. Continue to play relentlessly and to share it with love and passion, because you know that its potential is limitless. A heartfelt thank you to all of our partners, resellers, collaborators, and suppliers with whom we have been able to accomplish so much during these beautiful years, and of course to, how do you say you in French? You who have given us much strength through your messages and encouragement, your orders, your smiles, and your helping hands on the events for this unconditional support. A huge thank you. Our store is still open. Peace and love. And peace, love, and Kendama. Oh, that's a new one. That threw me off for a second. Peace and love and Kendama. Hey, I like that. The Kendama France team. Their site's still open. And you know what? Because you had maybe you were like, wait a second, Kendama France, are they native Kendama? I believe they are. So they had like the pro shape, very interesting shape, chunky, like, but a little short looking, very interesting handle stall, ring stall area. The shape of it was very, very interesting, very different. And maybe you don't have a chance to get it now, but yes, you still do. Their store is open. The pro mods are completely gone. Kind of sucks. I wanted to grab that. Was it Oscar? Shit, why did I not know? The OG leaf green one looked super dope. Just the OG leaf that hits home for me in my heart. And the other pro mod, Tim's pro mod, but you could still get the shape. You could still go on. I believe there's an Ash and Beach Ken only version of the shape, pro shape. Go check it out. Support as they say goodbye. But again, maybe it's not a full-on goodbye. Their web store is open. Their people who created the team again have left, are going to leave. But if someone wants to continue with the French Revolution torch, you know, hit them up. Let them know. Native Kendama Instagram. Apart from, the Kendama France Instagram, says, again, starts off in French. In conjunction with the announcement made on Kendama France, Native has stopped the production of Kendamas. Full stop. The two projects being closely linked. The development of the brand comes to an end in spite of an intact motivation. Shit. If you want a shape, it's gonna be gone. This is it. These are gonna be like Res Kendamas. Like once he finished, and then that's it. You can't get any more. That shape possibly is great. Maybe nobody knows because it's only in France, and if you're in Europe, you're the one that knows about it. But is it a thing that other companies can now swoop up? Possibly. If this company's going down completely, who knows? Our latest mods are available on the Kendama France store at our French and international retailers. Do they have one in Japan? Should check that shit out. Maybe Gloken's got some. We'd like to thank all of those who have supported us throughout the years, our players, partners, and of course, our wood turner on the Jura. Shit. What happened? So that's one tier to shed, okay? For all the homies over in France and in Euro. And the next one is the Origins. Now this one is more of a question mark because it just says we are offline. Eric is offline. 4 years ago, it says in the little captions, 4 years ago we started to provide quality kendamas made in Europe. As of today, our web shop is offline. We hid an Easter egg on the website. If you manage to find it, you'll be granted access to the archive. That's it. That's all it is. We're offline. Not saying that the Origins has finished. Not saying that they are stopping their production of kendamas. But they're offline completely. You cannot buy anything. Their website is just like their banner logo. That's it. What? Fuck! I'm looking around for the box of the Origins Kendama that I still haven't fucking opened up. And we see this. I don't even know if it's like the best Kendama I've played. Maybe it's the one that I like. Maybe it's my favorite. Shit. I won't know. And now they're offline. But we're not sure if they're going to come back online. It's not saying full stop, we're done. So hopefully Irk is just maybe needs some time to step away, doing some other shit, or has something bigger in the works right now. But go on the website, look for the Easter egg. Straight here from Kendama News, the Easter egg is just the logo that's on the bottom right of the website. So click that. It's like in full on plain sight. There's like a row of view. Scroll down. It's like you can't. There's not much to scroll. I looked at it on my computer. Not sure about a device. And there's a bunch of logos on the bottom. All the way on the right, there's the Origins logo. Click that shit, and you have access to the database. No, the archives, where it's just a bunch of pictures of what they've produced in the past. Really cool to see. Always loved Irk's take on 28 Tricks Later, where he's created 28 different Tamas. That's the second shed a tear moment, guys and gals. Your weekly Dama news. The Origins, Native Kendama France have closed their shutters. Lock that shit. Said goodbye. Sad to see. We don't know why. What happened in Euro? What's up? Other news that I can't see right now because I'm using the device that I took screenshots of. Looks like Chrome got something new, you know? December's? Is it December where they always release their New Year's mod? Anniversary mod? All right. It's coming around the corner. They got something planned, right? I saw Tokyo messing with a very interesting colored kendama. I should elaborate more. It looked like, the Tama looked like the last year's 11-year mod with the black three-eyed smiley faces around it, but those three-eyed smiley faces were massive. They were like really big. There was only like 3 on the Tama because they were so big. I also remember a red sword and possibly a gray Sarado. So that could be a matchup of it, or the whole thing is just a crazy matchup of their past collab that they did in this past year, because they had that full red one and they had that full gray one that came out. So maybe it's just a mishmash. Still, who knows what that's going to be. We're all still waiting for Yasu's pro mod, right? Waiting for a while. We didn't even know. We knew Yasu went pro at Catch and Flow 2015? 2020? And but we never saw anything. We didn't know that Albert was going to go pro, but then here's his pro mod. I mean, okay. I'm not upset. I'm just saying. Where's Yasu's little mod? Lil Yas is coming out. When's it going to drop? Possibly it could be dropping during Catch and Flow. That'd be a really dope little announcement. Behind the scenes. See what's happening. What's up? I don't know. Catch and Flow's going down, guys. Again, if you're interested in coming to Japan, if you were thinking about it, you had your finger on the buy button, you can do it. There's so many tourists coming to Japan right now and checking out this beautiful country. A lot of the regulations has been loosened up and stuff, and you can come and enjoy the country. So come down, over, up, to the left, to the right. I don't know how you're going to get here, what direction Japan is towards you, for you, but it's going to be dope. You got to check it out. What was the point of that ramble the rant I just went on? Yasu's mod? Yeah. And then, the other thing that I remember, 365 Kendama, going to their YouTube channel, you can watch a Shredwin announcement of him joining the team. Edit. Did you do that? I didn't yet. Been pretty busy. Actually feel kind of like I got a cold or some shit. Yeah. Any case, That's the other thing that I found. I remember that you could go check out over on YouTube. Shred, win, edit. I don't even think that 365 put it up on their Instagram account. Said like, oh hey guys, check it out. What the hell? 365. There it is. Oh no, it does. Oh no, it totally did. On October 22nd, when he was announced, it says, check out his banger announcement, edit on the YouTube, share it, support him some love. Okay, so I was the one that was late to the game. And then what else? I don't know, man. I don't know. Netflix made some shit, Kendama, and gave it sweets. And there was like a raffle for it. The only thing that I was like, wow, that's interesting, is that it was strung lefty, just like all of the weird kendamas that I get in Japan. They're all strung lefty for some stupid reason. Just not stupid, just unknown. Here we got the Digiken. Slightly, this is smaller compared to this. But if you really wanted to know, you just look in there, and one says B and one says S. Shit's BS. And so big cup is here, small cup is here. Where's the string coming out of? Here, so up top is small cup. It's made for a lefty. Because big cup is over here. What the shit is that? And pretty much all of the kendamas that I got from Japan, all these novelty kendamas, it's strung lefty. Such a weird thing. Very awkward. Question time, Q&A. Hey, if you got a question, I'm going to round up this one, finish it off, cut this episode in just a few. If you got a question, it's question time, so use that little question tool right down there. Ask me a question, and I'll do my best to answer it to my knowledge. Or see how well I can speak. Oh, hey, there you go. Boston, analog, Shiro. Yeah, yep. Now, you could read it as just like that as white, Shiro, but actually it's castle. The question mark was, so Analog came out with just a teaser post, has a picture of a castle. Oh no, it's a picture, just like, so what is it from my memory, just like the sky. And then there's a little logo-esque kind of drawing of a castle. And right in there, it has the kanji for Shiro, which means castle. You know, Japanese castle. They're not all medieval looking and shit. Like, most of them burned down because they were made out of wood. So there's not many. You go to a castle here in Japan, it's like, oh, go to the castle, like, remnants site. The castle site, they say, because when I went to so many places expecting to see a dope-ass castle, you just see, like, just the stone foundation of it, and that's it. It's all gone. Everything's gone. There are a few castles that are still up, or they're just replicas, so it's not the original, but still really cool to see. Matsumoto, you know, the home of Gloken over in Nagano, it has one of the original castles still standing in Japan. That's old as shit. Really cool. Only black castle, full, they call it like the Crow Castle or something. Like, yeah. So who knows what's happening with Analog, Boston? Probably you know more than me, but maybe you do. I don't know. But Shiro, I don't know. Castle. What's good? There's a castle shape coming out from Analog. Getting beefier, possibly. Castle, maybe the best. Who lives in the castle? The king. Why does he live in the castle? Because it's the best fucking place to live. So, is this the best kendama to play? Could be. We don't know. I guess we'll find out very soon, because the post just says, like, very soon. Announcement soon. That's it. So we just gotta wait. After Halloween? For Halloween? That's it. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. That was the weekly Dama News. Hope you all had a good one. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out over on wherever you get your audio podcasts. be releasing the videos out there, as well as if you are someone who really enjoys what I do, wants to support, you can check out Patreon. Got cool stuff over there rolling out all the time. So thank you all for those who support me, of course. Thanks for everyone who's thinking about doing it. And thanks to everyone who's just here right now, joining me. You know, we got our usual people. We got some new folks here and there joining me live for this. Yeah, and it is such a good one to always hang out. Hopefully you're all enjoying the weekly Dama news. Got a shitload. I even forgot. I don't know how long I've been doing this. I think it's over been 2 years, but I'm so horrible with it. And, oh yeah, it's the anniversary of some shit. I don't know. I'm just keep on rolling. What's your favorite Kendama video edit of all time? Question comes in. It's gotta be the classics. The classic WKT Wenatchee Kendama team Ballard vids. Where We Are, Count Me In. Those two are just like hand in hand. One is like a little on the short, like 30 25 30 minutes, and the other one is like a full hour. Both so great. Those are the ones that like really set up Kendama videos, teams, just the vibe of it, of what it was going to be in the future. That just set the foundation of what Kendama was going to look like, how people could show off Kendama, and it was the greatest one. That has to be it. All time, it's that one. Happy Damaween. Happy Damaween. Damaween. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Maybe I should just do that right now. I'm going to go over on the Kendertainment channel right after this, make a really quick playlist of all the spooky edits, because we have about 4 horror spooky edits that we've made, not correlating with Halloween at all, but maybe it's a good time to share it right now. So that's what we'll be doing. Thanks, everyone. Yes, make popcorn and go watch it. I think I just talked about it on last week's episode, but I believe that only one of them you can find on YouTube. I think you could find both before, but then YouTube copyright claims stopped because of the music. Has it completely muted, so they took it off. Ballard took it off, or it's still there, and it's just there's no music to it. So you got to go over to Vimeo to watch it. Count Me In, Where We Are, Wenatchee Kendama team. Look on how to spell Wenatchee. It's crazy. And you might not be able to find one. I thought I had some recollection of only one still being available. I could be wrong, but go check them out. Where We Are, Count Me In. But that's it for this one again. Everyone, thank you all so much for hanging out. Weekly Dama News. I'm your host, MJ, Kendertainment. Stay safe out there. Don't eat any of those apples that you get when you're out trick-or-treating. Keep it clean. Peace.